Hey guys, welcome back to Fair Iron and Customs. Glen and I are out heading to the salvage yard today. We're just kind of arguing over where we're going to go. If I could go out to Young's and get everything that I need, then it will be less. It's just you got to, bear in mind that whatever you carry out, you've got to actually carry across the scales. What the hell? Anyway, so I think we're going to go out to Young's. We're both looking for a few things, and if we can keep it keep whatever we're going to carry out under what I can tote or he can tote or whatever. It's $10 each to walk the yard, and if you pay $10, then it's an additional $40 to walk across the scales. So like I said, it potentially would save quite a bit of money. The only good thing about going out to Bevel's is they have a golf cart rental, which is really nice, especially with me being in the shape I'm in with my bad knees and whatnot, and walking in those uneven surfaces out in the salvage yard. So anyway, 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Got to save some money. Anyway, so I hope we find us a steering column. I'm looking for a steering column. I want to try to figure out what I'm going to do about a booster. I'm going to look at some cars that's got smaller boosters in them and probably grab the brake pedal out of that car as well. And whatever I do, I'm probably going to end up running like a Explorer master cylinder, since the Explorer rear end, and the front disc brakes are Camaros, so I mean that's going to be comparable with what's on the front of a Explorer. So anyway, we're going to get into it here in a little bit.
Really?
Alright guys, I think we found what we're going to get. I really don't need a wiper switch, and we may end up taking all of this and reshaping or something so it's just a straight column. We got to cut the automatic lever off of it. Now what I'm going to do, my wiring harness, I think, that one's already butchered, so we'll just grab the harness with it. And it's good. It's got both the bolts out, and all we got to do is take the bolt out of the bolts out of the front. Actually, the steering shaft's going, and it's a D-shaped shaft, so that'll be easy for us to line up on our that'll be easy to adapt to the other steering box. So this is where we're going to go. We're going to pull this sucker out, and we're going to keep looking. Race car, guys. That's scary. That looks like some that I would have done. Look what else I found. Oh, that column is trashed, man. Damn. All right. Don't feel so bad now. We'll keep looking. T-top Firebird here. Old crab mirror. I hate that I got rid of mine. All right guys, just fought with that sucker for probably 30 to 45 minutes. Got a Hydro Boost. That's either going to go on to 50, or I may try to put the Hydro Boost on a Volkswagen. It's going to stick out kind of far, but it won't be as ugly as a regular brake booster. And this thing was I'm not sure what year Suburban this is. Super late. Come on. Open. All right, I'll get that general the tag off of it. That way I can keep the information in case I have to get something else. All right, we're gonna walk on. Okay guys, we grabbed another column. This one's out of a F-150. Wow, it says F-150, but it's got 3/4 ton axles in it. That's wild. And let's see, what year is this one? It's 88 or 89 or something. I don't know. Let me look in the door. Something you want to do if you're pulling columns, especially something besides the GM Rebel wire and Painless have a GM already kit, but go ahead and get your wiring harness ends if you get a separate. Hell, this one, there it is. There's the door card on that one, 1189, so it's a 90. Okay. Glenn's picked up a stack of stuff. We're gonna have to figure out how to tote it all. Okay guys, we made it back to the house. So we've got a Chevrolet column out of I think it was a full size is what we pulled this column out of. And we got a Ford column, and it was out of an F-150, which I think was actually an F-250 with the wrong badges on it because it had 3/4 ton or 8 lug axles in it, but I don't know. Anyway, I think it had the IFS 44 with leaf springs in the front of it, so I don't think it was a 150, but I may be wrong on that. Also picked up a Hydro Boost unit, and I'm expecting this must have been like a diesel truck because it didn't have anything. It didn't have any ABS or anything. So we got Hydro Boost, and we got the proportioning valve with it. It's a 4-wheel disc setup, so I went ahead and got the proportioning valve with that. So I don't know whether I'm going to use this Hydro Boost on this car or not. No matter what I do for brakes, if I use power brakes on this car, it's going to be ugly. You know, it's just gonna have to stick out there and be what it is. So I'm gonna have to think about that. I reckon I could probably get away with doing a master cylinder under the floor. There's technically enough room because it's 2x4 box section is what this chassis is. So there's enough room for a small master cylinder, probably with remote reservoirs, like a Willwood, is that how you say it? Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. But that's it. So the rest of the day I'm just going to chill. I was going to get out here and do a little work, but I think I'm just going to chill. I do kind of want to set this column up and kind of get an idea about what it looks like, but there's no way it's going to be bolted in today. Let me stick this column in and we'll come right back. Alright guys, I got the steering column hung in there. I actually kind of want to sit in the car and get an idea if it needs to come further back before I do any cutting. I expect that's about where it's going to be. My expectation is I'm going to sit pretty far, but I know I'm going to sit all the way to where that wall is. So for me to be able to sit in there, and that will also be in a bomber seat with probably just a pillow in it. But it's sticking this far out. The Ford column's a little shorter, but I'm thinking I'm going to go with the GM anyway. So we're not going to use the transmission shifter part, so that we can do away with that. So what we're probably going to have to do is just cut this down and cut the bearing mount down, because there is a bearing in the bottom of the column, and move it up. So we will get into that in a coming up video. So it looks like, almost looks like the Chevrolet mounts almost line up with the holes that the Volkswagen column were attached to. I'm not mad at where that's at, actually. Like I said, I do want to kind of sit in there. I know I might have to have a quick release. I might as well just plan on having a quick release steering wheel in it, because I don't think I think that's going to add a level of, the steering wheel is going to add a level of, making it harder to get in and out. Also, the lever for the wipers, it's a 74. This car doesn't have to be inspected. I don't expect it's going to have wipers on it. We'll just, do Rain-X on the windshield and keep it good and clean. And the turn signal switch, that's going to have a bullseye on it. That shit's going to get tore. I'm sorry. That's got a bullseye on it. That's going to get tore off of there. Alright guys, y'all get to laugh at me getting in and out of this car. Yeah, I definitely won't be able to get in with the steering wheel in any other location than where it's at right now. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a quick release steering wheel on this. That's all there is to it. Getting too old for this, guys. Here we go. Oh, steering column came loose. So yeah, that's where it's going to have to be. Somewhere about there. And we're going to have a quick release steering wheel on it. There's no way around that. And like I said, that's going to get broken off if it stays there. So that's it. Like and subscribe, and when you come back, we'll work on getting the steering sorted on this thing.